And we say greetings, this is Kabanka Pyramid representing the Lion Voice vlog. Make sure that them check it out and stay tuned. See? Ras Tafari blessings every time.
I will never stop, hail the Most High, and I will never stop, call Ras Tafari. Blessed love, this is Kushite representing for the Lion's Voice. We are here to tell our own story, Rastafari.
Well, I can say that um based on my ancestry or my roots, Africa, everything is back to Africa, and um where everything and everything started, even the 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 creation of like jewelry and 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 religions as well. So I can say that I can't separate myself from Africa or the people of Africa because it's within my blood to even say that I am a part of Africa because with the whole Maroons and slaves being in Jamaica as well, um, um, it is a part of my ancestry to be a part of that whole continent.
The year is 1892, and the land of Ethiopia has been experiencing 4 years of terrible famine and drought. They call it the Kikuken, or the Evil Days. At least one-third of the human population and 90% of the cattle have died. The hyenas have feasted on so many carcasses that they have become overweight and barely able to move. Just when the people could take no more of the evil days, a woman named Wasiro Yeshimabe is giving birth in a place called Erjersa Gora. This is her 9th attempt to bring forth new life. Her previous 8 attempts only resulted in death. Will this child live? Thankfully, a healthy baby boy is born. His first cries are drowned by thunder and lightning flashes across the night sky. The heavens open up and torrential rain starts to fall. Ethiopia's drought is over, and the baby boy is given the name Tafari, meaning one to be feared or respected. Lich Tafari's father, Ras Tafari, is a very important man in 1892 Ethiopia. Although he is overjoyed at the birth of his newborn son, he cannot spend much time with him. Ras Tafari is the governor of Harar and must get back to the famous walled city to deal with its affairs. Furthermore, he is the foreign minister of Ethiopia, and having traveled to different places in Europe, he is very aware of the material and military advances they have made and the looming threats they pose to his country. Ras Tafari knows that the majority of Ethiopians have no idea what is coming, and that he has to work that much harder to secure the realm. Lich Tafari would grow up to become the legendary emperor, Haile Selassie I. To understand his journey, we must first understand the Ethiopia that he was inheriting, and what it was like when he was born in 1892. Get your copy of Kwesi Bansu's book, Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1, The Rise of the Priestly Warrior Kings, and increase your knowledge about the history, politics, and culture of Ethiopia in 1892, and how it connects to the rest of African and world history at the time. Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1 is available for purchase at www.bookmanexpress.pub. Please visit for more information.
Well, um, if it's God's will, I can say that I would love to tour Europe, tour Africa, tour the whole world, tour the US, tour even Canada again.
Yes.
Um, um, if that is if it is God's will, and if it's in His plan, I can say that that's what I would be looking forward to, and creating a name for myself and impacting persons to say, hey, this is the way to go, and this is the music, and this is the light I need to follow as a person, even if it takes a while, because it's all within time to to merge persons into knowing positivity and knowing the culture and pushing um, the the agenda of being a part of beautiful culture
Yes.
embedded within Jamaica.
Um, and one of the things I would tell the I as a creative industry attorney is that keep a day job, while you're
Definitely.
building yourself and your brand. The conventional wisdom, it take you about 10 years to build a brand. So it's not an overnight. A brand come with trust. You know what I mean? And your audience and consistency. So while you're doing that, one of the big mistakes I think artists make is not having a source of income. And why is that important? Because you are your first investor. Don't expect anybody, because if somebody come and invest, they're gonna want ownership. And that's how
Definitely.
people get into bad deals. So in this modern music industry, definitely advise the I, as you're doing your studies, think about how you can come out and earn and have a steady paycheck that you can then invest forward into your music and into your marketing, your this, your that, all of that. So that's one piece of advice I would tell the I. How do you feel about Africa? You mentioned Africa along with other places, but in terms of Africa, because to I, Jamaica's biggest market is the African market. We're talking about 1.5 billion people. The median age in Africa is 17 years old. You know what I mean? It's a young
Right.
population. Um, it's already a population that love reggae music, but Jamaica does not spend any time being intentional to I marketing and really pushing the music to Africa. So as a young artist, I want to really plant that seed with the eye and then ask the eye how you feel about Africa.
Well, I can say that um based on my ancestry or my roots, Africa, everything is back to Africa, and um where everything and everything started, even the 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 creation of like jewelry and and
Mhm.
and religions as well. So I can say that I can't separate myself from Africa or the people of Africa because it's within my blood to even say that I am a part of Africa because with the whole Maroons and slaves being in Jamaica as well, um, um, it is a part of my ancestry to be a part of that whole continent.
Yeah, man, definitely. You get good schooling, man. Me I tell you, I'm impressed. I love the answers, media training, well composed. I love it. In terms of a message to African audience, what would you like to tell your African audience? And I tell people all the time, Chronic's boss in Kenya before in boss at Jamaica. You know that?
Yeah, and that's the thing, that's the thing where we don't understand with reggae artists, especially, is that we are not reggae artists are not necessarily get them bus in a Jamaica is most likely out of the country before it come back to the country.
Yeah, man.
So it vacate before it reach back a yard.
Yeah, man.
So we can't say we can't leave out Africa, and we can't leave out Europe, and we can't leave out even America as well because
Hmm.
they're the same one buying the tickets, they're the same one booking tours, and
Hmm.
these are the same one looking up to our culture and absorbing our culture. Although
Hmm.
some persons might think of it as cultural appropriation,
Hmm.
they're the same ones looking at that culture and saying, hey, I love this culture. I love the positivity.
Yeah,
I
man.
can also make I can also be a part of this and be a what should I say a part of this regime.
Okay. Um. All right. How did you get the booking for Rastafest? That you talk about these places outside. Rastafest is a long time festival. They usually book veterans. How did the I get on that festival?
Big up Rasmanga, he was Rasmanga. Um, he was the one he does a program, I think it is every Saturday, or called Bust Them Big,
Okay.
um, where he plays my songs as well. I've known Rasmanga since the starting of my career.
Okay.
Through the first song I released named Strong Melanin.
Okay.
So he was a part of the whole process, and I think there was some manager or promoter that was affiliated with Rastafest. So it was through a competition in which I won that I got the opportunity to be a part of Rastafest.
Okay. So you buckle your way up on the battlefield. Love
Yeah,
that.
man.
Love that warrior. And you came out. That explains why you came out like that. Because you
Yeah,
come like
man.
the battlefield. You come. I said this youth step out. You know what I mean? That is great. So you won a competition. That is great. Yeah. Ras Tafari. Emperor Haile Selassie the first. Tell the people about Empress Mene. Well, even if the stars they fall and the moon turn into blood, but to the coming war we stand tall. I will shower you with my love, and even when the people start ball, cause they see the city streets them flood. But when the hurricane blow down their wall, I'll be by your side and me nah budge. Think I found the love of a lifetime. I love you every day or the night time. Almighty, I made your light shine and unto I. Your love was a lifeline. Think I found the love of a lifetime. I love you every day or the night time. Almighty, I made your light shine and unto I. That light was a lifeline. It seems like the world is upside down. I will never hide, I'd rather stand my ground. Lion of Judah blessed with the triple crown. Can't come fool I with no circus clown. Now fear no hurricane or the cyclone. Respect for Mama Earth with that embedded on me bone. That's why I will never leave you alone. Protect you from harm when the alarm sound. So even when the stars they fall and the moon turn into blood, to the coming war we stand tall. I will shower you with my love, and even when the people start ball, cause they see their city streets them flood. When the hurricane blow down our wall, I'll be by your side and me nah budge. Think I found the love of a lifetime. I love you every day or the night time. The Almighty, I made your light shine and unto I. Your light was a lifeline. I think I found the love of a lifetime. I love you every day or the night time. The Almighty, I made your light shine and unto I. Your love was a lifeline. They say hurt people, hurt people. Maybe that's why Babylon them so evil. Maybe Babylon abused as a child. That's why them no like the light when you smile. That's why them no like how your body curve. The way how you dance get on Babylon nerve. Them no know how the Almighty you serve. Want to be a queen, so a king you deserve. And I'll be by your side when things get worse. When the city flood cause the dam just burst. When you can depend on no state or church. Firm like a Menin and Haile Selassie first.